Hello, friends. There's something I want to tell you, and it's something about rent control in California. The prices here are outrageous. They are absolutely outrageous for a place. And you know what? It used to be that they were just outrageous in California. You could move to Nevada. You could go to Nevada or Arizona. Now it's starting to get outrageous there, too. So you know what's going to happen someday if there's rent control? I'll tell you what's going to happen. A few years ago, there was something called Prop 10 in California. You know what Prop 10 is? It would have introduced rent control in California again. Oh, but before it happened, they had so much, these special interest groups, these real estate companies, they would make commercials and scare people and intimidate them with misinformation, and they would try to scare people out of their rights to because people have voices, powerful voices. They can vote for what they want. And they're interfering with people's voices. They were telling them, "Oh, it's going to drive the rent prices up. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's going to do this." And what happened now? Well, Prop 10 didn't happen. People overwhelmingly voted against it. And I'll tell you what happened. Rent prices now in California, they're through the roof. Through the roof. And it's outrageous. You think these people that gave these commercials, you think they really cared about the regular people? Think about it. Who's paying for these ads? You think the people, these real estate companies, really care about getting your rent prices lower? They want to gouge you. Don't listen to them. Don't let them tell you how to vote. Democrat, Republican, I don't care what political preference you have. I'm just telling you, don't let these people scare you. They're going to hire plants. Anytime that rent control will come on a ballot, all these powerful institutions, they're going to hire shills to come out on message boards. I saw that happening. People with different usernames writing the same things, the same quote unquote facts about rent control that were bunk. They were bunk, and they changed the perception. They had all the ads. They have all the money, so they changed the perception for it. But I'm not telling you what way to vote, but just think for yourself. Don't let these people who are just jacking up the prices and gouging you, don't let them mislead you about that. You don't want them to do that. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to come out in droves. Anytime it's on a ballot. And people are going to write under these videos too, like mine. And they're going to say, "Oh, you got it wrong. The rent prices are going to come up." Just don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They don't have your special interests at heart. They're doing this for themselves strictly. So let me tell you something else too. Don't listen to the newspapers that say, "Oh, rent control's a bad thing." The so-called liberal Los Angeles Times, they're not really that liberal. They are not. They always are against rent control. They are. They are like corporate Democrats there. They are not. And I'm not even a liberal myself, but I'm just telling you how hypocritical politics in general can be, Democrat and Republican. And these at the LA Times, the Los Angeles Times, they are not what you think they are. Don't listen to what they say. I mean, do your research, but don't look into what these people say. They're not looking out for your best interests. It's corporate. You don't see many pro-rent control articles for a reason. You don't see them. They don't like to publish them, most newspapers. They don't. People, I don't like the idea that people cannot grow up in their childhood homes and raise families. A lot of these landlords, and I know some of them are good people. I'm not casting aspersions on all of them. But with all due respect, they did not have to grow up. When they grew up, it was much simpler time where they could afford to take care of a wife and kid with one job and rent a house and rent an apartment. You can't do that now. Now your wife has to be working. Now you got to have roommates to raise a family. What kind of What kind of way is that to raise a kid, huh? You know, the old generation, they got to live a more normal, leave it to beaver lifestyle, but you can't because they keep jacking them up. And these people that say, oh no, rent control ain't going to work or none of that, they don't offer any solutions. They're not offering any solutions, but I'll tell you, if it ever comes up on a ballot again or something, they'll have all the commercials. They'll be showing up these shills commenting under these videos. They'll be showing up even now, even though, you know, it's not on any ballot now. But in the future, they'll just start posting, you know, a lot of negativity. And, you know, rent control, it scares landlords. They feel threatened by it. But if that's what the people want, I think they should vote for it. I think they should vote for it, and I don't think they should be bullied by the same people that are gouging them. And I don't think those people should tell them, should be able to influence them and deceive them into what's true. So just think about that and remember that whenever you cast your ballot for rent control. So in California and elsewhere. So anyway, I'm hoping you have a wonderful day and yeah, take care of yourself, okay? And don't let anybody bully you.